So I now have a digital notebook in my shop, and it's really simple, but it's been something that I've found really useful personally for myself as I've been transitioning over to doing most of my note-taking in GoodNotes. It's really nice to have an option in portrait layout mode that still has some of the structure and organization that I like to use in my planner. So jump in here and just give you kind of a quick overview of some things. So with this notebook, I do have some alternate cover options and some sticker options. I'll show you really quickly what some of that looks like, but you do get a getting started PDF that helps you with some of that. So first, the cover images. This is one of my favorite, the brushstroke grid. You also have just some general textures. And so I'm just going to add this in. And what this does, you have your default cover, and I can basically just move this to the trash, and then you can see this is my new cover image. It has a really nice little texture to it, and all of the covers are just really basic but have some nice texture, which is a fun way to make it feel like a little more tactile when you're digital on the iPad. So if I jump back here, since I changed that first page, that's now going to show us my cover. So covers really aren't important, but I do like to change them just because it makes my view in GoodNotes look a little more fun for me. And another thing that I've included as well are these images. If I go back here, they're just cover stickers, and so what you can do, say I want to call this journal, you can see this is just like a nice little gold texture, and I could add this in here. Again, this is all really decorative, but it does make it really fun just to be able to personalize it a little bit, and then you have that nice view when you open up GoodNotes. So I would say all of the covers and the dividers, which I'll show you now as well, are totally just for fun, but it's nice to be able to customize your notebooks. And since this is something that you could use over and over and over again, it's nice to be able to make each notebook feel a little bit different. You really have kind of endless customization options. So I first customized my cover here. I'll jump quick and just show you how you would customize a section, and then I'll run through an overview of kind of how the whole thing works together. So if I'm on a section divider here, I can edit, and the section dividers are actually like really big stickers. So here's the divider images. Again, I like some of these textures, but you also have all of these different colors, and each of these have their own unique kind of paper texture. Some of the neons have more of a texture. The earth tones have more of this kind of chipboard texture. I also really like these patterns. I'm going to insert one of the patterns in. And so you see I've added it here. I'm just going to resize it so that it covers the page. And the main reason that these are stickers is so that we can keep this top navigation intact here. So you can see I've resized this, and I'm just going to tap off of the image, and now it's placed on this page. Don't know if you can see on the video, but it has just kind of like a nice little paper texture on here, and of course the fun pattern. And so what I've basically done is customize this section divider, and I could go and do that for any of the other section dividers if I choose. Again, not necessary to do this, but kind of a fun customization option. So now let's really get into the meat of the planner and how it works. So what you're seeing here is this icon brings you back to this table of contents page that we're on right now. And you have up to 20 sections within the notebook. So I know this is a lot of sections to manage. You don't have to choose to use all of them. I feel like there's a lot of options out there for kind of like 5 subject notebooks, but for me, I really like to have like a lot of options in a single notebook. When you're talking about something like, in professional work, I always have more than 5 things going at once, and so I wanted something with extended options, which is what prompted me to create this notebook. So each of the section dividers you would designate for a specific topic, subject, need, and really what you're doing here is you're designating groups of pages and basically bookmarking. So what happens is, I would label this section divider, and then from any page of the notebook, if I just tap the 1, it's going to take me to that section divider, and you can see it highlights it nicely for me here, so I know where I am. And so I would place any page after the section divider, and then I could essentially just swipe over. So I'll give you an example of that. Say these are going to be my class notes. First I'm going to type this out for myself, and I could also write this in however you choose to work. And I'm just going to place this here. So there I've designated my sections. And now I'm also going to kind of build out that section, right? Because I've designated the divider, but there aren't any actual pages after it. So that's what you're seeing here on the right. These are all of the note page templates that are included with this notebook. And so I tend to like to use the class notes with actions template. And so if I just jump over to that, so now I'm on the template that I want to use. I'm on the template that I want to use to build out that section. I'm just going to hit the 3-dot button here and copy this page. And then I'm going to jump over to the page that I want to paste this new page after. So we know I want to build this out as section 1. I'm going to go to the section 1 divider, and I'm going to choose the plus, and I'm going to paste this page. And that's going to paste it directly after. Let me show you. I have my section divider and I have this page. Now say I know I want to build this out for several classes. It's really easy to do that here by hitting duplicate, and I can just duplicate this as many times as I need to, which is really nice and easy. So I've now designated section 1 as class notes. I can click here or here to get to class notes, and then I just swipe right to page through my notes. So essentially the section dividers are acting like bookmarks, and then I can, from any other section, you could see if I was down here in section 25, or I'm sorry, section 17, I could jump into section 1. So yeah, you can see that this notebook is actually really simple, but based on how open-ended it is, it can be really powerful. I use this for my professional life, in my personal life, just for note-taking and keeping to-do lists, and then I also use this for my business as well. So I have a few different notebooks going, and fill them up pretty easily. And like I said, it's simple, but it's really powerful with all of the ways that you can customize it.